All right, what's up, you guys? Yes, I did have a nice winning day today. I caught a 500 tick trade, which was beautiful. Was in the trade for a while. It felt like, as you can see here, it was a very choppy trade, but we ended up closing out pretty good. First of all, this trade was supposed to give me a profit of 500 in each account, but what happened was that my TP was literally like right here. Okay. And once I saw this rejection, I was like, yeah, no, there's no way I'm going to allow this to almost touch my TP and go all the way down. So what I did was I was like, screw that. I'm going to lock in some money. So I closed it out around here, right? I put my stop loss right here. So I wanted to save some money, right? I was not gonna let this reverse on me. Yes, if I did ended up, letting it play out, I would have hit TP, but I did not like how price action was. I thought it was a little bit too choppy. So I just closed it out. It's fine. I'm not too stressed about it. At the end of the day, you know, I knew it was gonna go up here. So I'm not stressing about it. Plus, I'm actually really glad that I didn't get greedy with that trade because we ended up dumping from there. So yeah, I got my one trade, my nice 1 to 3 trade, and then I headed out. I only risked $155 for this trade, so it's pretty good trade. Now, the zone that we took this trade off of was a 30-minute supply zone plus the 15-minute opening range, okay, which is right here, this red candle right here. That's what my yellow lines are there for. Now, I had my 5-minute open and then I had my 1 minute, okay? So right here on the 5-minute time frame, you can see the 5-minute candle close not only outside of my 15-minute range, but also above my 50% line, which normally after candle closes above or below 50% line, I'm expecting it to continue that way. So I had a bunch of confluences to get into this trade, but I also could have gotten faked out in this trade right here on the 1 minute time frame. And as you can see on the 5 minute also, there was a nasty fake out. But I was gonna go long right here. Let me get my drawing tool right here. But I had my Bookmap open, which I'm going to explain what I saw on Bookmap that made me want to get in. But right here on Bookmap, I saw that, and you can also see on the candlesticks, but you can see it faster and more accurate on the Bookmap because you're actually looking at the orders, okay? And what I saw here on Bookmap was just that the orders stayed there. Okay, if you watch a heat map or a Bookmap, you know that if price is going to break through a certain point, those orders are basically going to disappear and it's going to kind of open a door for price, allowing price to continue going in that direction. Okay, so the second time that we touched up on the opening range was over here. And I once I saw a 1 minute candle close, I did want to go long, but I was kind of hesitant. So what I did was actually no, I'm pretty sure I did go in here, but I'm not sure. I went in around here. I know this is my exact entry, so you know what? No, I did go. I'm pretty sure I went long over here because I remember once I went in, I almost got stopped out because my stop loss originally was below this 1 minute wick, and then I almost got stopped out. But I realized that it was just a 5 minute wick being created. So then once this candle pushed up like this, I moved my stop loss a bit up to this other wick, which was also the 5 minute candle wick, right? Another confirmation to getting in the trade was this actual 5 minute candle close outside of the range, right? And also above my 50% line. I love when things like that align. It makes me more confident in the trade, okay? And then I was going to aim for this next zone, but my $500 was around here, which again, it was very close to hitting TP. Once it went down after literally touching my TP, yet not closing, I just decided to lock in my money, okay, because I did not like this price action. But what I saw on Bookmap, so what I'm going to show you now on Bookmap is literally this area right here at, what is this, 952, right? And I love Bookmap because it really, what it does for me at least, is it clarifies that the area of interest that I'm looking at is actually an area of interest. There is actually liquidity there. And I'm not saying you need Bookmap. I'm just saying it might be better to use it if you're a scalper, right? If you're trying to get in and out of the market like myself, you can actually see what's going on. Okay, but right here at 18,200 basically, which again, it aligns with my area of interest, okay? This is why I say Bookmap is perfect for me because it actually clarifies for me that there is actual orders here. Okay, this could definitely move the market. So right here at 18,200, which again was literally this line right here, and which was also the opening range, there was a bunch of orders. Okay, that's why it's super dark. And I know my Bookmap does not look normal. My Bookmap is not supposed to look like this. I am trying to get it fixed. I've contacted support. It's getting fixed, okay? But I used it this morning because, again, I can see where there is a bunch of orders. And basically what I saw here was there was a bunch of orders, a bunch of buyers stepped in, and these orders, as you can see, they, let me see if I can draw it. So you see this right here, it disappeared right here, right? Allowing for price to continue to go up. Another thing was that big buyers and then a continuation of buyers. It pulled back, boom. And of course, you can see this on the candlesticks, but you can't see on candlesticks that order, that liquidity, I should say, was actually moved out of the way, allowing price to head more up. Okay, it made me very confident in the trade. But yeah, that was basically it. I hope you guys learned something. It's a very simple trade. It's literally just a 15-minute orb strategy slash, supply and demand. It's just price action, It's very simple. Um, I'm really glad that I got out where I got out because it ended up being the top of the day. And it's crazy because in the morning is very slow, and then now in the afternoon it's starting to pick up, which is very cool to see. But if you have been getting chopped up with this crazy market, if you see the market just being crazy, I would just step away from it. I haven't traded since last Wednesday, I think. Thursday and Friday were insane. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to trade. I didn't choose to trade because it was just too crazy. I could have definitely made a bunch of money, but it goes the same way with losing money. So trade safe, trade smart. If you want to trade live with me or work with me one-on-one, link is below. And thank you guys for watching.